is straight and narrow. It's not the path you have to follow. The definitions leave me perplexed, 'cause there's no such thing as the opposite sex. The narrow minds bear no relation when I'm talking about my generation. Your lies won't ruin my reputation. I'm talking about my generation. Yeah, I'm talking about my generation. Yeah, yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Lewis.
And I'm Fox.
And we are the co-founders of Lucky Tooth Productions.
And we're the creators of the My Generation documentary film series, which has been a great success in the past 12 months or so. We are trans people creating films about other trans people for a much wider audience. We had a jot up of what we've done, and we discovered that we have filmed 23 people.
Yeah.
And we've made 13 films.
We've had over 150,000 views on YouTube, which is amazing.
Phenomenal, absolutely. Wow, isn't that amazing? Wow.
So far, the films have been shown in universities and schools across the country at various film events such as Transpose, the first Trans Pride, which Fox set up.
Yeah. We had a presence at Yoko Ono's Meltdown Festival this year, which was incredible.
Our first film that was specifically focused on trans youth called My Generation, which was about a young boy called Taylor. We've had that endorsed by the BBC, which is amazing. It's on BBC Three's website.
Yeah. So, and also another incredible achievement for us is to make it onto the Pink List, the Independence Pink List. So we're incredibly grateful for that, because it means that was voted for by the public. So what's happening in 2014? We've got a very, very exciting announcement to make. Thank you, Lewis. We'll be working with the almighty All About Trans On-Road Media project. The company's called On-Road Media. It's all about trans, and it's part of phase 3 of what they've been doing. In the next 6 months, we're going to be producing 20 brand new films, 2 to 3 minutes in length, and they're all going to be about you. So if you'd like to get involved, we'll leave details below. Tell us your name and your age and your location and your situation, and hopefully we'll get to you, because this is we're going to be filming people all across the UK, so location isn't a problem at all.
We're working closely with people from Channel 4 to make sure that they're completely up to scratch, up to the highest standard possible. There's a possibility of them being broadcasted late night on Channel 4 and also being on 4OD. It's not set in stone yet, but that's the intention, and if that's the case, then that's amazing. We'll have officially broadcasted the My Generation films.
We're so thrilled to be working with some fantastic national support groups like Mermaids and Gendered Intelligence, as well as some more local support groups that are doing fantastic work all around the country. Just generating that awareness, and that momentum is definitely on its way. So we've got some old faces that you might recognise, that we'd like to kind of bring them on, just so they can talk about the impact of the films that we've already made, and
how it felt to see the film up on the big screen at certain events.
Yeah.
So we can have
without further ado. Yeah.
My name's Alice. I was in one of My Generation films in back in May.
I'm Oliver. I was shot for My Generation. I haven't seen the film yet. I've also worked on a theme for My Generation.
Hi, I'm Reuben. The first ever My Generation film was made by me, which is a very long time ago.
When the film was shown at Trans Pride, I was really taken by surprise, because the reaction of the audience was so warm and supportive and appreciative, and people were so positive about what they'd seen and genuinely wanted to know things about what made me and other people tick. And I think that's kind of at the very core of what the My Generation films are trying to show.
I felt very touched to be asked to feature in the My Generation series, because although I've questioned my gender from a very young age, I'm not trans per se, but I do remember from a very young age wondering why I wasn't a girl. So and playing with gender and wearing makeup, but I was also very touched to be able to to have the opportunity to write a theme tune for the My Generation series. It's had some really positive responses from trans women and men, so I'm very pleased.
Since the first film came out, it's been shown in schools and things. There's this charity in Brighton called All Sorts, and they do lots of workshops in schools about LGBT awareness, and some of the stuff they do is like specifically trans-based. And they've used the film as like a visual aid quite a lot, which I think has actually helped a lot of school kids understand it, like add a human element to the idea of transition and the idea of people changing gender, because a lot of people only have the media to use as a reference point, and they obviously don't get it right most of the time. So it's nice to have something organic and real to provide people with. So I was really proud that it was about me, and I was super proud to be part of the project.
So we want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's supported us, who's watched the films and shared them, and who's donated as well. Thank you from us all.
Thank you so much, honestly, and we're looking forward to the next 12 months, and who knows what we're going to achieve in that. I mean, it's been amazing already, so thank you. Happy
Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Living on the straight and narrow is not the path you have to follow. The definitions leave me perplexed, 'cause there's no such thing as the opposite sex.